Okay, so I'm here with Hamida and we're going to learn how to palm lefty. So let's start with how to palm righty and then we'll deconstruct it and then we'll learn how to do it with our left hand. So this is a standard right-handed instrument driver. I'm holding it in my right hand. And you'll see when the instrument's clasped that the clasp is a handed. Like you could have built the clasp to go the other way. But it was built this way, and that's what makes this a right-handed instrument. Okay. And the way you palm with the right hand is that you hook these two fingers onto this ring to stabilize, and you have your thenar eminence on the other ring. And what you do is you push your thenar eminence to unclasp, then you get a little bit of tissue on this side of the ring, and then you use that to wedge it open, and you can see the tip here opens. So it's a push to unclasp, and then just by opening your hand a little bit, you get just a little bit. Okay. So that's a right-handed palm. So now for the left hand, now the problem, if you try to do the exact same thing with your left hand, it doesn't work because look, if I just try to push with my thenar eminence, it's pushing that closed. It doesn't pop the instrument open, so it won't work. And that's what makes the instrument handed. Well, you might just say, okay, well, I'm just gonna use my left, but I'm just gonna put my fingers through the holes. And that would work for a lot of instances, like if you're trying to close skin or something. But the problem is it limits your pronation supination. So I can get that much supination and pronation. That's about 180 degrees, basically. Maybe a little more than 180, like maybe 200 degrees, right? And so with palming, you can actually get more because you can get way back here and then you can flip it over like this. So you can get more like 270. So that's why you need to palm. So how do you do that? So what we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct it into two movements, right? Whereas on the right side, it's a push, and then you can almost wedge it open just in one motion. With the left hand, you have to do it in two motions. So the first thing is you have to hold it, and you have to push this ring away from your palm while pulling this side towards your palm. So I do it like that. See how that pops the instrument? So I might be holding something, I just pop it like that. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing with these fingers on this bar, and this thumb is pulling in, so that unclasps. So that's hard to do. It's not, doesn't feel very natural, but you pop it, then you re-grab it. Again, I curled my two fingers in, and same thing, you get a little bit of tissue here, and you use that to wedge it open. So the opening is the exact same thing. You might just start with that, open and close. And then the key is you just have to pop it as a first move, and then re-grab, and then wedge it open. And if I was doing something very, very fine, I could take a bite, pick it up. Notice I'm never clasping the needle driver. It never clasps. So I'm palming it. It's just like, it's identical to a right-hander.
Yeah.
I'm holding it. See how I'm holding it? I've got my ring here. I've got it. This, my thenar eminence is working, but it's just never grasping. And so that's what I might do most of the time, right? So you'll notice I'm never clasping it. Here's another bite, picking it up, never clasping it, picking it up. See that? So the instrument is never clasping. So that might get me through 80% of situations.